What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to read cards. And what I mean by that is which attributes matter and which attributes don't matter. Now, every card, you got to consider feel. You know, if it's a hitter, how's their swing? If it's a pitcher, how is their pitching animation? How do they field, etc., etc. But in today's video, I just want to quickly go over what makes up a good card, what makes up a bad card, which attributes matter, which attributes inflate a card's overall to make it, you know, a diamond when it's not that good. Basically, by the end of this video, I want you guys to be able to know pretty much when you see a new card in the game, or if you're deciding between a couple of cards, what makes a good card good. So a really good example of this is this 86 Oliver Perez. And you can see I have Kershaw, Sale, Bada Blue, Mad Bum, all in my rotation. But the one card that kind of sticks out is, why do you have a gold Oliver Perez in there with all these diamonds? Well, he has all the attributes that matter in a pitcher, and plus he has really good feel when you're using his motion. Now for pitchers, the most important attributes are H per 9, K per 9, break, velocity, BB per 9, and control. Home run per 9 and is an attribute that does not matter at all. That's only for a computer and simulation. Stamina, while important, isn't extremely important one way or another. Clutch, not really important either. It's stuff like a high H per 9 and a high clutch for a pitcher can inflate his overall. Another thing that can inflate an overall is fielding for a pitcher. It's not very important. You know, like somebody like Zach Greinke, for example, has really high fielding, and that tends to boost his overall. So you can see at 28, he has good arm strength, which is probably the most important stat for a pitcher fielding, so he can get to those dribblers and throw them out at first. But it's not make or break. So for a pitcher, the most important attributes are H per 9, K per 9, break velocity, BB per 9, control, and then just kind of how they feel with their motion. So when you're looking at a card, trying to decide between one card or another that's a pitcher, look at H per 9, K per 9, break velocity, BB per 9, and control. Alright, so that's pretty much how you know if a pitcher card is good or not. A great H per 9 and K per 9 would be 88 and 92. Definitely want 70, or 70 is kind of the number that is like good. 80 is starting to get to be is very good. 90 plus would be excellent in my opinion. So if you're looking for a target number in one of these attributes, that's pretty much the number that makes or breaks things, is 70. Alright, so now let's talk about hitters. And right now I have an all hardware lineup in because I guess one other thing you should look at when you look at a card too is it's tougher in pitchers because pitchers don't have really that dynamic of quirks. But another thing you should look at is one other thing too is what pitches a card has for a pitcher. Your best pitches are sinkers. I like this combo a lot though. 4-seam slider, 12-6 curve, and changeup. Those pitches all play off each other really nicely. If you have like a 4-seam, a 12-6, if you have a 4-seam, a curveball, and a changeup, but you don't have the slider, that's kind of a problem. You can get away really with not having a curveball because you can use the changeup as a curveball. That's like the one pitch you can get away from using. If you have a 4-seam, a slider, and a changeup, you're pretty well off. But you really want to at least have like a 4-seam, a slider, and a changeup, or a sinker, a slider, and a changeup. Those are extremely important to have because they feed off each other when you pitch. And then the other thing I'd say is, you know, check out the quirks. there's dynamic quirks that are more prevalent in hitters, than pitchers. But Clayton Kershaw does have home body, performs better while playing at home. All right, so now let's talk about hitter stats and which hitter stats matter. It doesn't really matter particularly who we look at. You can look at 99 Ted. Now, contact versus left, contact versus right, power versus left. Vision, discipline doesn't mean anything. Clutch doesn't mean anything. Bunt and drag bunt, that doesn't really mean anything. Durability is another thing that really doesn't mean anything. Fielding, arm strength, arm accuracy and reaction, speed, stealing, and base running aggressiveness, those all do matter. Your fielding is going to let you actually get better reaction time. Arm strength is extremely important. Arm accuracy is probably the least important out of all the defensive stats. Out of the speed, stealing, base running aggressiveness, speed is extremely important. Stealing will pretty much help you get a better jump because especially online, it's pretty much comes down to there's not a lot of user control in stealing. So the higher the stealing, the better. And again, the number for speed compared to 70 would be good speed, very good 80, elite 90 speed. Super elite speed would be 99 speed. I mean that somebody like Lou Brock is faster than anybody else. It's hard to explain what I mean and tell you. Like 99 and 91, there is a difference in speed there. One thing I don't think a lot of people know is that your contact actually influences your vision number. So your PCI will be bigger if you have more contact on a player. Now, power is more important than contact. It definitely is, because in Diamond Dynasty you want threats. You want to build your lineup so you have threats to hit home runs as much as possible. So if we're going to pick between a couple cards here, like my man Jose Altuve or Ichiro or something, they have high contact but they have low power, so it doesn't make them as useful as somebody that, even like somebody like, just for instance, Daniel Murphy or Robinson Cano, I'd probably say are better because they have a lot more power. They're above that 70 threshold number that I've been talking to you guys about. And also, one thing I've never even checked is Jose Altuve's quirks. So he does have unfazed, which is nice, and dead red. Those are actually two really good perks to have. So the best perks in the game, though, the guy that is the LeBron James of baseball, is Mike Trout. He has excellent perks. He's got stuff that matters. Above 50 vision is pretty much a threshold for that. If you're up to 70, obviously that's really good, but getting above 50, especially if you have like good perks, is nice. There's a difference between 54 and 49, in my opinion, in vision. He's definitely has the best quirks if you don't know anything about quirks, though. Unfazed is probably my favorite quirk. I love dead red and breaking ball hitter as well. First pitch hitter is nice too. What unfazed allows you to do online, though, is it allows you to pretty much just take until you have 2 strikes, which is the best strategy for one of the best strategies for hitting online anyways, because when the pitcher throws it outside the zone, it lowers the pitch confidence on their specific pitch, and it makes it easier for you to hit. And then your PCI, once you get to 2 strikes, everyone kind of swings with 2 strikes a lot of the time just in their approach online anyway, so you get a PCI boost. You can wait till you get 2 strikes to get that PCI boost with unfazed. So unfazed is really, really nice. But just pretty much a quick video. I just wanted to let you guys know which kind of attributes you need to be looking for. Contact versus left, contact versus right, power, vision. Disregard discipline, disregard clutch, disregard bunt, disregard durability. Fielding does help reaction time, just kind of like how contact helps vision. Arm strength is more important than arm accuracy. Speed is important, then stealing, then base running, aggressiveness. So when you're weighing the decision between a couple cards, those are the attributes you need to be looking at. Don't look at the overall in the card, because it could be influenced by discipline or clutch or bunting or something that doesn't really matter. You need to look at those key attributes that I've discussed in this video, and that's how you want to decide between two cards that you're thinking about using. Also, on top of it all, look at quirks and look at how they feel with their swing. Like, for instance, Corey Seager has that B swing, which we've talked about ad nauseum and stuff like that. That's going to give him a bit of a boost. But overall, look for the attributes that matter. Look for those pitches that matter. And I hope you guys are having a great day. Please drop a like if this video helped you out. Thank you guys so much for watching Movie Gaming TV. I'm sorry there's no face cam in this video. There might be more videos without the face cam. I know, I'm sorry, but it lets me make videos a lot faster if I don't have to set up the camera and worry about the shots and set up my green screen and all kinds of stuff like that. So if you don't mind it, let me know. If you do really mind it, let me know as well. That's fine. And guys, be sure to check out the new Ask movie. It was released yesterday, so if you haven't checked that out, be sure to check that out. It's really long, but maybe if you're grinding, it might be a good listen, a good something to put on while you're playing. So thank you guys so much for watching Movie Gaming TV. Until next time, have a great day, and I'm out. Peace.